With me now, my friend Nate Goldberg with the Beaver Creek Hiking Center. Nate, it's a beautiful morning for a hike.
I tell you what, this is the time of year to be out. It's phenomenal. The lighting starts to change. We're starting to see kind of signs of autumn. I hate to say it, but we're seeing signs of autumn. Flowers are drying up. The berries are coming out. Mushrooms are starting to pop. So yeah, we're definitely in a transitional, great time to be hiking zone for sure.
It is pretty beautiful out here this morning, not a cloud in the sky. And I really like this kind of weather where the temperature is pretty mild and then, you're not breaking a sweat as you're making your way up the mountain. So you have a lot of different hikes that you do. You do lots of guided hikes. What are you doing today?
Well, we're pretty unique in that respect. Every day we offer our Nature Valley complimentary hike, and that takes place at the top of the chairlift from 11 o'clock to 12 o'clock. It's a 1 mile, 1 hour, geared towards families, low-level hikers. Great way to get an orientation to Beaver Creek. The other thing that we offer right here in Beaver Creek is our Beaver Creek mountain hikes, both mornings and afternoons. And that's a 2 to 3 hour hike, and that's a great way to learn about the trails in Beaver Creek. And then we've got our lift and picnic hike that goes all the way to Beaver Lake, which is probably one of the most popular trails that we have in Beaver Creek is the trail to Beaver Lake. And besides that, what's unique about our program is we've got permits through the U.S. Forest Service, and we do hikes within an 80-mile radius of Beaver Creek. So from the top of Vail Pass as far as Buena Vista, we do hikes everywhere and in between.
Now let's talk about your 14ers, because I know you guys take guided tours on 14ers, which is, I think everyone dreams about hiking a 14er, but I don't think everyone is prepared.
Well, exactly. And people are like, well, what's a 14er? So a 14er is a 14,000-foot peak, and what makes Colorado so unique is we've got more than anyone in the lower 48. We've got 54 of them. We've got permits for 10 of them, and those are for people that have a high level of fitness, that want the adventure, and they're looking for a big day on the mountain.
I know, I keep thinking to myself, just before the season ends, I want to do a 14er, but you speak about that high level of fitness. I got to practice on Beaver Creek. How many different kinds of hikes do you have as far as skill level goes?
Well, that's the thing. Our Beaver Creek mountain hikes right here in Beaver Creek, they're offered towards beginner and intermediate hikers. We also do our Colorado mini adventures, which are up to 6 hours, and those we leave Beaver Creek Resort, and we've got trails within the forest. We also do our Colorado adventure hikes at up to 8 hours. And once again, looking for a little more duration on the trail, but that can still be a beginner to intermediate hiker. And then we save our 14ers kind of for the more advanced hiker, those that have maybe been on a 6 to 8 hour hike before, or maybe they're in good fitness level and they just want to push that envelope a little bit. And we make sure that we get the guests prepared. Within our hiking center, if they do a paid hike with us, we provide backpacks, we provide Lecky trekking poles, we even go down to the hiking boots if they come in with not proper foot gear. So we're prepared. We try to get the guests prepared. We try to set them up for success, and we look forward to those big days in the mountain with them.
That's one of my favorite things that you offer, the Lecky trekking poles. Those are really nice hiking poles. And it's really nice to know that you offer hiking shoes as well, because I hiked Booth Lake and I wore tennis shoes. That was a mistake I found at the very end of that hike.
Yeah, and that's the thing. You take care of your feet. A lot of people wear shoes that aren't appropriate. They get blisters, and I tell you what, as soon as you get a blister, your day is ruined.
Yes.
So that's the types of things that we try to cue people in on, to pay attention to their bodies and what they need to do for success. Hydrate, snacking, packing right. It's beautiful right now, but I tell you what, if you look ahead at the weather, look like some weather coming in around 3 or 4 o'clock. And when it rains up here, it's not like when it rains back home in Chicago or whatever, where it's refreshing. Here, it's a very cold rain, and you can become hypothermic, and it can turn what was a great hike into a miserable hike. So we always tell people to be prepared in the mountains for sure.
Especially with that lightning storms that we get up here.
Oh, yeah.
Now, my favorite hike is the ones that you do Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. You get wine, you go up to Beano's Cabin. Tell me a little bit about that one, especially for us ladies.
Oh, those are the best. That's what we call our wine excursion. And it really hits on probably 2 of the most iconic parts of Beaver Creek. We drive up to Beano's. We hike to Beaver Lake. It's about a 3-mile round-trip hike. And then we finish up at Beano's with a wine, cheese, and meat pairing. And I don't want to give it all away, but it always ends up with a glass of Prosecco, And usually a chocolate-covered strawberry, something, something on the sweet end of things. And that's an amazing opportunity to see two of Beaver Creek's best. And we offer that on Wednesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays. It is by reservation, so we need to be able to let Beanos know who's coming in. But they can give us a call at the hiking center at our 754-531-5373 for information on that. But offered, and we're going late into September as well. So if you've wanted to get to Beaver Lake and if you've wanted to get to Beanos, great opportunity.
Yeah.
Wine excursion.
I know we were just talking that September is already here pretty much after this week, and you guys go into mid-September, so it's pretty nice that we can still hike with you. And it's at beavercreek.com?
Yeah, beavercreek.com, and we will be open daily through September 5th, and then from there we're open weekends, but we are also available for privates until the snow flies, and that's what like I said, some of the best time of the year to be hiking. So if you've wanted to get a 14er or just do a hike on Beaver Creek Mountain, even though the center closes for daily operations, we'll be answering the phones and setting people up for those private hikes.
Okay, Nate, really quick, what is the trail of the day?
Well, I'm going to go out of the box a little bit. The Overlook Trail, once again, a little more of a challenging hike. It goes right up the center of the mountain, steep at the first quarter of the trail, and then it starts making nice switchbacks. It's about 4 miles up. It's about 2,000 vertical feet. The bonus is you can have yourself a cold beverage up at Spruce Saddle and take the gondola down for no charge. Not bad. Not bad.
There you go. It sounds like a great time. I know I'm excited to get out there and do some hiking this week and enjoy it before the weather turns. But speaking of the weather, Ken Hovey has a look at that coming up next.